When most people think of Spain, they imagine flamenco, beautiful beaches, delicious paella, and world-famous football. But Spain is much more than that. It's home to Europe's only desert, produces almost half of the world's olive oil, and even has cities located in Africa. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Spain. Number 10. Spain's national anthem has no official lyrics. Most national anthems are meant to be sung proudly by thousands of people. Spain's isn't. The country's national anthem, known as Marcha Real, is one of only a handful of national anthems in the world with no official lyrics. The melody dates back to the 18th century and has been used for centuries during royal ceremonies, sporting events, and official celebrations. Over the years, there have been several attempts to write official lyrics, but none were ever widely accepted. As a result, whenever Spain wins a major sporting event, you'll often see thousands of fans enthusiastically humming the melody instead of singing actual words. Number 9. The tooth fairy is actually a mouse. If you're a child in Spain and you lose a tooth, don't expect a fairy to visit. Instead, you'll be visited by Ratoncito Perez, or Little Mouse Perez. According to the tradition, children place their lost tooth under their pillow before going to bed. During the night, the magical mouse collects the tooth and leaves behind a small gift or some money. The story became especially popular after it was written for Spain's young King Alfonso XIII in the late 1800s. Today, Ratoncito Perez remains one of Spain's most beloved childhood traditions, and in Madrid, there's even a small museum dedicated to him. Number 8. The Eiffel Tower was almost built in Barcelona. It's impossible to imagine Paris without the Eiffel Tower, but believe it or not, the tower almost ended up in Spain instead. Before building it in Paris, engineer Gustave Eiffel reportedly presented the project to Barcelona for the city's 1888 Universal Exposition. According to the popular story, local officials rejected the proposal because they believed such a gigantic iron structure would ruin the city's appearance. Whether every detail of that story is true is still debated by historians. But one thing is certain: had Barcelona accepted the project, one of the world's most famous landmarks might stand in Spain instead of France. Number 7. The world's oldest restaurant is in Madrid. If you've ever wondered where you can enjoy a meal inside the world's oldest continuously operating restaurant, it's in Spain. Restaurante Botín, located in Madrid, first opened its doors in 1725. According to Guinness World Records, it has been serving customers continuously ever since. The restaurant is especially famous for its traditional roast suckling pig and roast lamb, both cooked in the same wood-fired oven that has been in use for centuries. Even famous writer Ernest Hemingway mentioned Botín in his novel The Sun Also Rises. Dining there is like stepping back almost 300 years in time. Number 6. Spain produces almost half of the world's olive oil. Olive oil is an essential ingredient in Mediterranean cuisine, and when it comes to producing it, Spain dominates the world. The country produces around 40% of all olive oil on Earth. The heart of this production is Andalusia, where millions of olive trees stretch across the landscape for as far as the eye can see. Some of these olive groves are hundreds of years old. Spain exports its olive oil to countries all over the world, making it one of the country's most important agricultural products. So there's a good chance the olive oil in your kitchen originally came from Spain. Number 5. There are more festivals than days in the year. Spain loves to celebrate. In fact, the country hosts thousands of festivals every single year, meaning there are far more festivals than there are days on the calendar. Every town and village has its own traditions, patron saints, and local celebrations. Some of the most famous include La Tomatina, where thousands of people throw tomatoes at each other, and Las Fallas in Valencia, where enormous artistic sculptures are burned in spectacular bonfires. Others feature giant puppets, medieval parades, fireworks, music, dancing, and centuries-old religious processions. No matter when you visit Spain, there's a good chance a festival is happening somewhere. Number 4. Europe's only true desert is in Spain. When people imagine Europe, deserts usually don't come to mind, but Spain is home to the Tabernas Desert, located in the province of Almería. It's considered the only true desert on mainland Europe. Its dry climate, rocky mountains, and rugged landscapes look remarkably similar to the American Wild West. Because of this, dozens of classic Western movies were filmed there during the 1960s and 1970s. Films like The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly transformed this Spanish desert into the American frontier on the big screen. Today, visitors can still explore old movie sets that remain standing in the desert. Number 3. The first modern novel was written in Spain. One of the most influential books ever written came from Spain. In 1605, Miguel de Cervantes published Don Quixote. The novel tells the story of an aging man who becomes so fascinated by tales of knights that he decides to become one himself. His adventures, along with his loyal companion, Sancho Panza, have entertained readers for more than 4 centuries. Many literary scholars consider Don Quixote to be the world's first modern novel because of its complex characters, humor, and innovative storytelling. Today, it remains one of the most translated and widely read books in history. Number 2. Spain has cities in Africa. Here's one that surprises many people. Spain is a European country, but it also has territory in Africa. The autonomous cities of Ceuta and Melilla are located on the northern coast of the African continent. Because these cities belong to Spain, they are also part of the European Union. This means Spain shares land borders with Morocco, making it one of the few European countries with territory outside Europe. These cities have fascinating histories where European and North African cultures have mixed for centuries. Number 1. Spain's democracy is younger than many people think. Spain has one of Europe's richest histories, dating back thousands of years, but its modern democracy is surprisingly recent. After the death of dictator Francisco Franco in 1975, Spain began a peaceful transition toward democracy. In 1978, the country approved a new constitution that established Spain as a constitutional monarchy with a democratic government. This peaceful transition is often considered one of the most successful political transformations of the 20th century. Today, Spain is one of Europe's largest democracies and a member of both the European Union and NATO. Bonus fact: Spain has the world's largest tomato fight. Every year, the small town of Buñol hosts La Tomatina, one of the strangest festivals on Earth. For just 1 hour, thousands of people throw over 100 tons of tomatoes at one another, turning the streets completely red. The event began after a spontaneous food fight in 1945 and has since become one of Spain's most famous tourist attractions. It's messy, it's chaotic, and it's completely unforgettable. Spain is a country filled with incredible history, unique traditions, and surprising facts that many people never learn about. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed discovering fascinating facts from countries around the world, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.